This is Michael Woods, New York Fight Blog. That's Danny Jacobs, 22-1 with 19 knockouts, 25-year-old from Brownsville, Brooklyn. He's fighting at the Barclays Center on October 20th. And he's one of the headliners on a really packed card. Danny, thanks for taking the time. I wanted to ask you, growing up in Brownsville, Brooklyn, a lot of notable boxers have come from there. Can you talk about who also grew up in Brownsville and what it means to grow up in Brownsville as a boxer, and then what it means to grow up in Brownsville and fight in Brooklyn, October 20th?
Well, first and foremost, there's a ton of talent that's come out of Brownsville, Brooklyn. I don't know if it's something in the water, but it's definitely breeding champions. The likes of Mike Tyson, ones that everybody knows, Zab Judah, Floyd Patterson, Riddick Big Daddy Bo. I mean, the list goes on and on and on of great fighters. So for me to hopefully one day make that list, if not already, to make that list, it's an honor. You know, I'm very humbled to be from Brownsville. You know, it's not a place where you want to grow up, but it's a place where it makes you. Brownsville made me to who I am today. So I'm definitely privileged to be from there, and the heritage and the environment and the culture that we have in Brownsville is so rich, you know, especially when it comes to boxing, because that's what we do in Brownsville. We don't, I mean, when I say fight, we're not fighting each other, but we struggle, and that's the fight. So it's a privilege to be from Brownsville, and October 20th, to be able to participate in front of my family, my friends, Brownsville, the whole Brooklyn. It's an honor. I mean, especially everything that I've went through. So for me to be able to perform in front of them, it means a lot for me, because not only do I get to give them a great show, but I also get to show them that it's inspiring. I get to show them an inspiration. I get to show them that no matter what, you can overcome. So no matter what your circumstances is, wherever you live, whether it's Brownsville, whether it's Bed-Stuy, whatever part of Brooklyn, no matter where you live, you can overcome it. You can achieve all your dreams, everything you set out to be.
Can you tell people who haven't been to Brownsville or Bed-Stuy or whatever certain sort of neighborhood where everyone's not rolling in it, right? Can you communicate what it's like, how it's different, what you saw growing up, and why it makes it different?
Well, Brownsville, you know, many people say it's a gift and a curse, you know, and I see it the same way, but the reason why it was a curse, because I've seen some of the most gruesome things growing up. I've even seen my own family members getting shot, drugs, you know, gang violence, and just the lack of education, the lack of people there that just, you know, that inspire the youth. We never had people, I've never seen anybody that was willing to take that step to lead us and inspire the youth. So it's very tough.
But boxers have taken that role traditionally from boxers from Brownsville, or did they leave Brownsville behind?
You know what? Like I said, you know, I haven't seen anyone to really uplift Brownsville, you know, too much. You know, a lot of people represent Brownsville and they claim Brownsville, but, you know, I haven't seen anyone with their name in Brownsville, community center or anything of that sort that I've seen personally. You know, so, but it's a gift, because, you know, it humbles you. It makes you appreciative of everything you have. You know, because we didn't have much growing up.
Can you talk about growing up? Can you talk about your parents and brothers and sisters and what?
The most important thing, and I grew up with a big family. We always in the same building. You know, my aunts, my grandmother, my mom, my brothers. We had a whole big family, and you know, we didn't have everything. But the most important thing that we did have, which was the most important thing, was love. You know, and if I didn't have something, my cousins had it to give it to me, or my aunt had it to give it to me, and if they didn't have something, vice versa. So we always had that connection and that love, and that was the most important thing that we needed at that time. But like I said, Brownsville is a gift because it makes you appreciative of just everything you have. You know, you work hard because, you know, we are given scraps in Brownsville.
And you saw a lot of violence a lot of the time?
Almost every day, you know. It's like a baby Iraq, in a mini Iraq, if you will, but it's gruesome. And I thought that was everyday life. I thought that was what I was looking forward to. It wasn't until I got of age that I did a little bit of traveling that I seen that it was more to life than where I was from. And from that point on, sky was the limit for me. I wanted to be, I want to say I didn't want to be better than Brownsville, but I wanted to always just make it. You know, whether it's being in a better environment, whether it's taking care of my family, making sure that they always see the things that they all want to see in life. That was my more important drive. But I love Brownsville for everything that they've done for me. But you always want to, you always want to leave because it's not a great place to live.
Danny Jacobs, 22-1 with 19 knockouts from Brownsville to Barclays. Thanks for your time.